see them just be creative with some of the picks that they're actually doing. So I'm not gonna be surprised if they just go pick up an Estes, if they pick up what are the supports here?
That sustains.
The sustains.
Rafaela.
And
maybe an Angela. I'm not so sure.
probably.
It's very possible, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
Even
not far-fetched, really.
if they pick a Louis right now, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised as well. Onto the side here of on Onic, right? You're speaking about Onic, right? Yeah. We get the Hilda here and also the Khalid ban by BSB. Onic PH. They're opening up a lot of things so that they can easily pick a Yuzong.
Yeah.
Trade that with the Uranus. Here's the thing. Last 3 bans, we're down to the last 3 bans, and Onic PH can open up a lot of things. They will start to open up these 3 picks. Esmeralda, Yuzong, Uranus. That would be the big headline for this.
So let's see. They're taking their time. Onic PH, what do they want to ban? Do you ban out a Yuzong? Do you ban out a Uranus? Do you ban out a Uranus? Still, it's for the longest time, Uranus is still first ban priority.
Yeah.
That's something. This guy has been nerfed to the ground and still he's here.
Yeah. I mean, even in the Project Next, right?
Yeah.
Even in the Project Next patch, honestly. Well, BSB should be securing the Esmeralda now. You know, in my opinion. Onic won't be banning it. They'd be trading it with probably a Thams and Yuzong, if not a Cho and Thams. Sorry. Cho is actually banned. A Thams and Yuzong, probably. And Onic may just ban something like a Selena, you know, here. Or probably a support hero, you know. Parsa, maybe.
Yeah, that could be a possibility as well. Selena.
Yeah.
Selena is there as well. So you really have to look out for whatever it is that the enemy team is doing. I think Kufra is a priority pick here for both of these teams. Not really first pick priority, but it will go to the other side.
We get the Farsa ban.
It will go to the first 2 picks, just a perfectly set up, a balanced draft in the first 3 picks.
Now we're looking with Esmeralda here. Then, alright, Thams. This should be an Esmeralda. Or no, Esmeralda. Sorry. Oh, it's a contact for the chat.
Esmeralda.
Yuzong.
Yuzong is still good.
Yeah.
I put in Yuzong in my top 3 list for the best offlaners right now. Just because of the capability of the Yuzong to just go in and out of fights, especially with that dragon form. You know what? The map in Mobile Legends Bang Bang is quite small, but having the capability to go through obstacles or to go through terrain, that is something else. Oh, and they go for the YSS.
Alright, they want more security. They don't want to give that first 2 picks anymore to BSB. Onic PH feels like quite confident in choosing the YSS because they did make the Rafaela YSS work, you know. So it gives them a signal na it's very easy to pair something with this YSS.
Yeah.
Even with the Ling in the hands of Drix.
So even if they get the Yuzong right now, I mean, there is a 75% win rate on Yuzong here for the side of Onic PH.
Yes.
That is still big. Yi Sun Shin, on the other hand, has a 57.14 win rate onto the side of Onic PH. Alice is a good offlaner right now, is a good side laner just because of the certain changes that happened. Alice is one of those, now his ultimate is on toggle, not on cooldown, not cooldown based anymore. There is a change in how the orbs get stacked. It does get into, you know, it does give mana regeneration now, better mana regeneration. So you really have to look at it in a way that Onic PH, they're clearly just wanting to probably answer this Alice right now.
Yes. They can still go for the back siya. You know, something should they decide to really answer the Alice for that part. But I'm not sure if they will be revealing as Alice. I think they should be. At least pick another side lane for this. They did go for the Ruby. And when you do remember how impactful Dilar is and has been on this Ruby, especially in their previous games against NXP.
So that is going to be the first 3 picks for these two teams. Now, how will they adjust? What is BSB looking for right now into banning against Onic PH? Onic PH doesn't want to give that Natalia. Natalia is just a way too, way too crucial or way too annoying for the side of Onic PH, especially for these heroes that need to be using their skills uptime and they need to spam these skills, to be honest. But for the side of on the Jawhead rather, it's an anti-bully mechanic for the side of BSB. They want their Roger to have a good time into the lane and not get annoyed into just farming slowly but surely. So yeah, I think these bans are perfect for both teams, and they still ban the Lilia.
Yeah, indeed, still went for the Lilia ban. At least there's good respect ban.
Oh.
Right? At least there is a good respect ban from the side here of Onic PH. Against BSBs, I would dare say yes, legit pocket pick. Right?
That's true, that is true. Selena.
Alright.
Nobody gives a ban or priority to Selena anymore. Things
yeah,
have
for
changed.
this, yeah, times have changed, I would dare say.
Things have changed for MLBB. But then again, you seldomly see these teams pick the Selena.
I'd be expecting a Chango here.
For BSB.
If that's the case, yeah.
Well, there's no Valir available. I think BSB Valir is one of their favorite heroes to pick.
Ah, yeah. Oh, well, there is the Valir getting banned, right?
Yeah.
So, yep, Valir not gonna be available here for BSB.
Oh,
But,
no.
alright. Alright.
They got their own. They got the Rafaela.
Yeah, they want to deny the Rafaela from Oh My Venus against Wise. But the thing here is that Oh My Venus has a lot of bullet in her guns. Not to mention, she can easily play Sicilian Cyclops here. I kind of feel that Iyaknu or Dilar, whoever holds on this Ruby, can build a raw Deadly Blade, right? And Deadly Blade on Ruby will pay big dividends against the composition here of BSB.
So clearly, right now, BSB is set. They have their offlaners, they have their side laners rather, they have their carries, their supports. But for Onic PH, they can make this certain kind of adjustment right now. Are they gonna go for the Sicilian, or are they gonna go for another sustained support here? Estes is still open. It can be a possibility, but who knows? I think the Sicilian is a safer pick for the side of Onic PH.
Indeed. Let's observe here. Oh My Venus.
Louis.
They
Oh,
went with the Louis.
we did predict this earlier.
Yeah, we did mention that Onic can go as far as to picking Loye here. And it is very probable that Onic is very much willing to really transition in lanes very quick. Because you have a lot of melee components here for the side of Onic, right? You could even have the YSS be considered lethal within melee range. So, right now, especially with the Hylos also, if you punch onto someone with that stun. And, man, in terms of melee range, Onic composition would be awesome. I was expecting really a Chango pick right there. At least give some nice pressure and distance against Onic here. But if this composition, fall apart by the mid game, that's it. Should be an easy 2-0 here for Onic because late game is what is required for the Alice and also the Roger.
How fast can you adapt? That is what Onic and the gang is showing. BSB here, they're finding a bit of trouble. You know what? They have one more game to spare here, and they can show us that they have what it takes to take down Onic PH. But if you would look at the Wise and Venus combination to the mid lane, they're just heading there, and I'm afraid for the first wave clear here for the side of Onic PH, just way too strong.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Especially with the low YSS.
Yeah.
Right? Blood Floods, not to mention the dispersion. Might be too much, ladies and gentlemen. And, things are looking so heavy here. No, not yet heavy, but we can actually see it, right? We can actually see the early presence as well. Yeah, there we go. We are accounting for that risky position. Cup 1 didn't get tagged by that Blood Floods, and Jay is doing a really good job soaking up the damage here.
And look at Trevor.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, Jay actually targets on to Cup 1, and Trevor would be the bonus one as well for the kill secured here by Onic. Now, it might be, Jay will be there. He is going to be camping in advance just to make sure that Drix will have a hard time actually securing that kill. Iyaknu gets camped on. And I think that's where the 3-man rotation will be rewarding, to put Iyaknu behind. Because Esmeralda is still Esmeralda. It will struggle if she doesn't have the early game that she needs.
Still, it is rewarding in a sense, but you don't account for Yi Sun Shin again. And this is how BSB lost in game number 1.
Yeah. It's still the same rotation. And if Iyaknu still sits at level 2.
Cap 1 went for an arrival there. He tried to stop. Oh no. Venus?
One last tag.
Venus,
Wrong
one
turn.
last tag.
Drix has to walk away.
Oh,
yeah, that's
pulse.
totally within the range of the pulse, ladies and gents. And oh my god. Oh my Venus here. But still, she has done her mission. That's the thing. And that's the 3-man actually in the bottom lane. So look at Iyaknu now. He's farming actually in the middle of the lane. Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, you set a lot of members towards Iyaknu. That's why Oh My Venus has the freedom to chase down your main core.
Arrival is a good spell if you think about it, but not really into the early game of this of the patch right now. Because if you react so much into just protecting that plating, it's still 264 gold. Yes, you don't want to give that out, but if you think about it, you can get that by just clearing out a few waves of minions.
Yeah, man. 2-5 for our running game, ladies and gentlemen, at the 2-minute mark. And I could say that this is, again, escalating a bit onto the side of Onic-PH. A team fight should clearly be won quick here by BSB. Especially now that we are getting closer and closer towards the turtle.
And Iyaknu here.
That's good.
Oh.
That's good. That is a very nice pick up there. And, well, there is going to be Wise Trevor in an awkward spot here. He's going to be left for dead as Cap 1 zones out the duo on my Venus and along with Wise.
Look at Dilar. Look at Dilar. What is Dilar doing there in the map?
He knows what's up. I mean, if you have an idea of where the enemy is, right?
Yeah, just clear it out.
Just clear out. And that opens up the mid lane. And there's still enough turret protection. Turret shield in the mid. And the one that would go for Dilar would be of the Roger. He was able to force a reaction against them. At least the kill is completed. Ladies and gentlemen.
And Onic-PH just pushing their luck. They're not really holding back their punches. If they see the opening, they would go for that opening. And Cap 1 here, look at this, going 1v1 with Jay. Jay has enough tankiness to go through that fire stakes all day.
Yeah. You need to go steady here. 10k gold lead, ladies and gentlemen, at the 4-minute mark. 75 seconds, ladies and gents. And still, Dilar will be continuing that pressure up top. Nip commit also to Shider. There is going to be a pullback. And yeah, a quick kill on to Shider. Arrival will be coming in. Maybe a bonus round. That's going to be Trevor.
This is not the best position that you want to see yourself in. And that was a missed ultimate coming out from Dilar.
Dilar, yeah. Had it connected, it might have been big for Onic as well. But they're establishing some good lead here. It sits at 1k for the gold lead that they hold. But at least the best part here for BSB is that their turrets are not yet pushed. Even with the pressure down in by Dilar, even with the early lead that is, I think, secure. Even with the delay that is being delivered towards
Never
Drake
say
still.
never when you are a fan of BSB. Anything can happen right here. But for the side of Onic-PH, they are just looking really strong right now. And Jay, look at this. They even put themselves in a position, and the burst down coming out from Venus. Yeah. Goodness gracious. It just popped the Rafaela.
It totally just popped, ladies and gents. Got Shider here. And now Onic is setting up actually to corner towards Shider. Oh my Venus is going to be joining the party here. Backing up Dilar. There's going to be the pull back towards Shider. They really want to complete the kill maybe on this Stamps. There's going to be Jay lands in the stun. Jay got the turret aggro on top of the glorious pathway. He would be able to walk away. Cap 1 does what he can. No Firaga armor, totally online. Oh my Venus just waiting for the cooldown. Got his first kill on. And also the Mountain Shocker. The layering of spells from Onic. Of course, with this kind of dove, you can also follow up with the Mountain Shocker. And you got 4 members instantly on the top lane side with 2 members of BSB getting back in. Trevor arrives, but still up to no avail. This is very risky. Dilar will have his ult anytime soon. And they have to walk away.
Wow. Dilar, Trevor went in with an arrival. Trevor went in with full HP. He got out with a sliver of HP. That's how fast they are. Yakno here getting chased. Falling Star Moon. Wow. He gets out.
Gets out, yeah. And another trade here. Ana will be going down, ladies and gentlemen. Items now getting one by one locked in here for the side of Onic.
And look at all the arrivals being expended here for the side of BSB. It just goes left and right. They delay the push, but that's all the things. That's the only thing they're doing. They're delaying it.
Yeah, they're totally delaying. At 6-minute mark for 11, we are sitting here. Drix is still at it, of course, still beating his item in. And maybe there is an opportunity for BSB still to capitalize on the choke that will be happening here for the side of Onic, as they will now attempt to go for pushing inner turrets. But Dilar here, he's really rolling a lot of pressure, and I think Ana is getting mitigated as well by the Deadly Blade. And, you know, another stun onto Jay. One thing I'm sure, it's not so easy for Onic to really get a kill onto BSB, but I'm very confident BSB has very little damage now against Onic.
It's all about the core items. It's not even about the skills that they have. Every skill that Onic or BSB has an advantage on, it just gets mended by that certain amount of item.
Yeah, he can commit to a dive, maybe. Will he?
And then Venus is here.
Venus is here. He wants to get a poke down. There's gonna be Lar. He get a kill onto that Rafaela. Maybe one onto Shider. That's gonna be Wise. He gets some turret hit. Shider did attempt for a jump. A few hits there, and Wise will be out of range of the turret and traceless once again. You have to be really careful of the traceless because the glaive has some good range on it, right?
Traceless. Oh my goodness.
Especially with the Soul of Lava online for this YSS.
Look at Dilar. He just went in. Glorious Pathway getting used out. And Onic-PH, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. You know, this is just a team that we just saw in the bottom lane. Now, you can actually saw the last Insanity here coming in from Cup 1. It won't do anything. Ana will be the next target for the arrows here by Wise. Waiting it for the Traceless. Not going to be dived in by Wise. Rather, a Mounting Shocker to be completed on that part. No ultimate onto Ana. That's going to be the Flowing Blood. Not going to be shifting towards Wise. And there's one minion wave. They were going to be clearing that. At least the push is stopped by a bit against Onic.
And at least Onic here is taking their time. They're not really rushing. They're not really forcing anything here. They want to secure this slowly but surely. I mean, in terms of gold leads, I would put it in a way where Onic is actually capable of ending this right now.
Yeah. Let's see here.
And look at that.
Yeah, that is the big play for Dilar, and the biggest target was landed on by the site. We are angry. Ultimate in of this Ruby, and yeah, on the carry of BSB.
And look at Shider going to the other side of the map.
Of course.
And he accepted his fate here.
You know, fate is sealed for Shider here. There is going to be the Mounting Shocker just to make sure that really nobody goes near on this inner bottom lane turret. And this might be another turret to be taken. And that's an inhib bitter turret on the bot.
And they are pushing slowly. They're taking the slow siege. Pushing out the minions, and Onic realizes that there's no point into taking that tier 3 turret onto the bottom lane right now. They still have outer turrets that they can deal with.
Yeah. It would be a tough scenario for them. Cup 1 also stays on to the mid lane side. Piraga armor already gone. He has his immortality on. And I think Onic realized this, you know, let's just set up for the Lord. I think
that Louis poke, once it hits someone here, especially on Trevor and the others, they are just going to get destroyed.
Yeah, Lord will be spawning into the map. Ladies and gentlemen, after a smart overlay right there, it will be focused on towards Wise. He will be dancing it, shifting across from Bow to Glaive, whereas the rest of the members of Onic-PH will be pulling up the siege.
And Wise is going for the solo Lord. He knows that he is capable. Let's try to see his health bar. Capon getting caught out. And yeah, clearly.
That's it.
They cannot do anything anymore here on the side of BSB.
Well, the best part about that Lord is it is a non-luminous Lord. It is the purple Lord. But the problem is of the wave clear. If you want to wave clear this Lord, you have to embrace him. You have to go into the melee range. You need to be you need to be close to that Alice. I'm not so sure if the Flowing Blood will be enough just to wave clear the Lord. And the Lord will be knocking onto any of this inhibitor. And the problem here is with this kind of proper setup, they can push not just one inhibitor butters. They can actually push 2, maybe even 3.
I do agree, Shin. Like, considering that the waves are shoved onto the middle lane and to the top lane, I'm convinced that this isn't going to be a one-time deal.
Dilar.
Look at Dilar going in.
Yeah.
He gets punished.
He gets punished. He went in quite quick, but there is going to be the burn of spell coming in from the Maris of BSB. Onic still doesn't care, fighting this 4v5, maybe along with the Lord. They're going to be taking in that mid lane inhibitor turret. Also, the minions coming into this bottom lane inhibitor turret. Kapuan does it again. Firaga armor is still down onto him, but immortality is available. And there's the kite back onto Wise. No, he's actually repositioning himself. He wants to target this. And of course, there's going to be the flowing blood towards Ana. Cassie's ultimate. There is the traceless out. Wise won't be tagged, and rather they are going to be tagged by that spell of the Loyi. Ana still wants that flowing blood. He goes in, gets stunned by Jay. That's gonna be the Winter Truncheon, and also the ultimation coming in from the Rafaela just to follow through, but it's still not gonna be availed for by Onic PH. Maybe it would have been better if Dilar was present for this fight, but at least there is a good defense being delivered for by the members of BSB. They were able to get the kill and a shutdown against Wise. A killing spree secured by Cap Juan.
And my Venus will go down as well. Is that gonna cost them? Probably.
Probably. You know.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe just halted the game for them.
Yeah,
it's very possible.
But the question is it delaying the inevitable?
Yeah, that is the big question. Iakno is still present. And that's the thing. I do feel that Dilar just dive in way too early.
Oh. You know what? Having this certain setup or certain pressure from Onic PH, it does look like Drake's here, as long as he can reach the backline of Onic PH. He's not gonna have a problem as long as they can take out Venus and Wise. I think Yakno here will be the last guard or the last problem for BSB, but to think that Yakno didn't really have the best Esmeralda game this one.
Yeah.
It's still a 1-3-5.
It is totally a 1-3-5. 13 minutes passes in. We have 70 seconds on to the next Luminous Lord. Same formula is being handed on and targeted here by the members of Onic PH. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are 60 seconds onto that Luminous Lord, and still the same position is spread on by Onic PH. This Lord will be moving towards the mid, and that's the thing. So there's a demand for Onic PH to maintain the side lane waves right now. I cannot feel that really just Dilar oversteps boundaries on the diving inside the base, you know. And that's why you know, they were not able to actually complete the push onto these 2 inhibitors, as we are actually banking that there are surely 2 inhibitors. So we'll go down from that Lord, but doesn't matter. Maybe no need for the Luminous Lord. Maybe just a dive by full members here of Onic under a turret. They get kited back. There goes Cap One. A lot of durability is still available for the side here of BSB. Remember that Jay and still Dilar is gone, but Iyaknu totally online. They get kited back, and this is a massive spell coming in from Oh My Venus, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it. That's gonna be a 3-4-2 trade. Maybe I get a kill as well on an inhibitor turret. Not in the top, but down in the bottom. With the minion meme going for the push. Oh My Venus doing what he can. Went for the dispersion to the traction. El Clasico with the full-on swag. Bow to the queen, ladies and gentlemen, and no one can take her hand.
Oh my goodness. BSB showing signs of life. Onic PH, on the other hand, they're just putting out Onic PH, they're just trying to put out the pressure, but still BSB, they are making the most out of these dives.
Yeah, that is a dive, you know, without any minion really, as they just want to overstep their, they just really want to establish the lead and cash on the lead for that part. If they're able to get a kill, if they're able to get something against BSB on that could have been the game along with the inhibitor. But the best part here is of the consistency on Wise and Oh My Venus, right? Ah, my God. Oh My Venus on the Louis. That is too much, ladies and gentlemen. Layered that with the mountain shocking, and that should be it. Minion will be coming. Oh my God. Another one. That's going to be the Lord getting called out. Maybe not even needed for this fight, as minion waves will be coming in down for the ball. It's only Drix. It's only Cup 1. They have to do their very best on this one. And let us see. Jay will stay into the front line. Dilar goes in. They get greeted by the last insanity for the wave clear, but it's still artillery. Rather, the siege creep is alive. We got the minion wave in the mid, and that's it. This series closes in to 2-0, and that will be of Onic PH.
And it